Hey, it's the Refined Reseller. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, you'll get tips, tricks, and advice on how to be the best eBayer you can possibly be. Today, a video about how to most effectively list items for sale on eBay. This is pretty much designed for beginners, but even if you've been selling on eBay for a very long time, you may want to take a look because you may find something you may not have known. Just a couple of things before I get started. Number one, all of the listings I have listed on my computer. I do not use my phone app to list items on eBay for sale, and that's because the eBay app is not really specifically designed for listing. There are more things that you can do on your computer than you can do on the app, so your computer is a much better way to list items for sale on eBay than your app is. The next thing is I hope you take some time to consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. So let's go to the computer. Okay, so here I am on eBay Seller Hub, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to list a women's jacket. It's a very, common piece of clothing, a common item that you may have to sell. So what you have to first do is go up here where it says sell. Click the sell button and you're going to get a drop down menu. It's going to ask if you'd like to do a single listing or multiple listings. So right here, create listings, click this drop down button and we're going to click single listing. Now, I am going to type in exactly what the item is. You are allowed a certain number of characters. You want to use as many of those characters as possible. I already have this kind of typed in, so I'm just going to go hit Control V, and it just came up. So what I am selling is an Indigo Moon women's sequined embroidered jacket, size large, red with gold accents. And I am going to click Get Started. So as you can see, I have used all of the characters except for one. And again, it's best to use as many characters as possible. eBay really likes that. Okay, so we're going to go down here. I'll first want to make sure that the eBay selected the right category, and as you can see, they did. This is coats, jackets, and vests under women's. One more thing up here at the top. I use this on every item I list. This is a custom label, and only you can see this label. The buyer will not see this label. I use this box to remind myself how much I paid for the item and exactly where the item is and on what date I listed it. So I paid $5 for this item. So I'm going to go $5. It is on the clothing rack. And today's date is September the 16th of 2020. Okay, so again, you can only see this. Your buyer cannot see this. So the UPC, a lot of times when you have a new item, it will ask to put that in there. Sometimes when you click this drop down box right here, it will say does not apply. You do need to click that. In this case, it does not. The condition is new without tags. Condition description, I'm just going to put exactly that, new without tags. Okay, now I'm going to load my photos. You are allowed to do as many photos as 12. You need to do as many as you possibly can, and I'm going to show you how I do a women's jacket. So you basically click on Add Photos, then you have to go to where your photos are. Mine are on my desktop in my eBay photo folder, so I'm going to click the first one. I'm going to click the Shift button and click the last one, and all 6 photos have been selected, and I am going to simply click Open. Okay, now while these are opening, let's go ahead and take a look at the first one, and I will show you what you can do and how you can edit this. All right, so eBay likes for you to have the picture as large as possible. This one almost takes up the full screen, but you can click this button right here, and you can actually kind of crop the photo. I'm going to do that right now. Again, this takes almost the full screen as it is. It's not going to make that much of a difference, but if you had a smaller picture, it definitely would. So I'm going to click Save, and it's just going to enlarge it just a teeny bit. Okay, as you can see, it did that. And you can also come in here and adjust the brightness and try to get out the white background a little bit. I happen to use a free online website. It is called PhotoFuse. Photofuze. It does a much better job than this, this default eBay adjustment thing does. PhotoFuse works much better for me, and I do run every photo through PhotoFuse. When I say every photo, I mean just the first photo in every listing. But let me go and show you what you can do with the built-in one on eBay. Again, I'm going to click the brightness setting here, and I'm going to make it just a little bit brighter and also bring up the contrast, and it's going to make it pop just a little bit more. It kind of made the background just a little bit whiter. I'm going to go ahead and click save. Okay, now that I've done that, let me show you what type of pictures I take. I happen to have a mannequin that rotates, and what I do is I take a picture of the front of the jacket. I've taken a picture of the side of the jacket. I rotated the mannequin, and I took a picture of the back of the jacket, and then the other side of the jacket, which is right here. Come on, now what's going on? Not sure what's happening. Come on. There we go. And then I take a picture of the tag so they can see exactly what they are getting, what it is made out of, what the size is, where it was manufactured. And then the very last picture is something I do that saves me a lot of time. And I learned this by watching another eBayer do it. Instead of having to type out the measurements, I simply write the measurements on this eraser board, and I take a picture of it. So I have flat across the chest, flat shoulder to shoulder, top to bottom, the sleeve length, and the actual size listed on the item. So now that I've got all of my pictures, eBay automatically fills in some of these item specifics for you, and you need to go and check and make sure that they are correct. So let's go ahead and do that. The brand is Indigo Moon. The size was not listed by eBay, so it's regular, and it is a size large. The style, I'm not really sure what style this jacket is, so you do need to fill it in. So I'm just going to put long sleeve. That is fine right there. Now, here's something that's very important. You have all of these item specifics in here. And as you can see, the circle is not even halfway full. You have to make sure that this circle is full, or you will have left out some items that are required by eBay. So let's go ahead and check this out. Jacket, outer shell material. It is 80% nylon and 20% rayon. The lining material is polyester, so it is in the drop-down menu, and it is polyester. There we go. The theme, there's really not a theme. I'm just going to put NA, not available. The color is red. Accents, it is beaded, it is embroidered. Okay, so we've got that going on there. We're going to click add. The features, let's see, it is collarless. So let's go ahead and put collarless. The fabric type is, we're just going to put nylon on here. That is fine. The pattern, I guess you could call that geometric. Let's go with geometric. Insulation material, again, it's polyester. So we have polyester right here. It is in the women's department. The occasion is casual. Is it vintage? No, it's not a vintage jacket. So you click no here. The closure is a button. And I think that's it. So let's go back up to the top. And as you can see, it's not full. So I'm missing something. What am I missing here? Okay, let's see here. Oh, it didn't do button. Okay, so there's a button. Let's go back up. It is full. Okay, so now what I do is I go back up to the top. I hold down my mouse button, and I highlight everything. I go to Control Copy, and then where I go to the item description, I go Control V, and it posts exactly what it is. But I come here and I make kind of like a bullet list. I go Indigo Moon, women's, sequined, embroidered jacket, size large, red with gold accents. And for this item, I put one more thing, and here's what it is. Please see last picture for measurements. All right, now I'm ready to move on. The fixed price, I am going to ask $24.99 for this jacket, and I am doing a buy it now price. I am going to allow potential buyers to send me a best offer. I do that on all of my items. I am not going to click automatically accept offers of at least or automatically decline offers lower than a price. I just do not do that. I want to have an opportunity to counter offer any item I get, even though it may be a lowball item. I don't really care and I don't take it personally. I hope you don't take it personally either. So moving on. Okay, I am going to go here, and I am a top-rated seller. I get a 10% discount on all of my eBay fees. In order to receive that, you have to offer at least a 30-day return, and you have to ship in 1 business day, which I do. I happen to offer a 60-day return, and I will pay the return. That's just part of doing business. International returns accepted. You do have to click this on. I do 30 days, and the buyer ships back. I do not ship internationally, so this probably will never happen, but you do have to have it clicked on as a top seller. Moving along here, I'm going to do calculated shipping because it weighs more than a pound. It probably weighs about 1.5 pounds, so that's 1 to 2 pounds. I also offer United States Postal Service priority mail or FedEx ground. They can select whatever they want to, that is the buyer can. My handling time is 1 business day. That's very important to me. I want to get the item out as soon as possible. Handling costs, I do not do a handling cost. So down here where eBay is going to determine how much the shipping is going to be depending on where the buyer lives, you do not have to put in the package dimensions unless it's an oversized package. So all I really have to do is click on the custom weight, which is 2 pounds. So that is pretty much it. There are a couple of other options. The first one, if you want to promote your listings, you would click boost your listings items visibility with premium placements on eBay and pay only if your item sells. So eBay is suggesting that if I want to promote this listing, that I promote it at 5.7%. That means that if you sell it and it's promoted, eBay is going to charge you an additional 5.7% when you sell the item. I do not promote my listings. I have in the past, and I have never seen a direct correlation between increased sales and promoting a listing, and I just do not want to pay the additional fee. So you may want to do it, but if you do it, I would highly recommend that you start at 1% and see what happens. 1% is really not a lot of money, whereas 5.7%, that's pretty good. That would cost me over $1 on this item in addition to what I already pay in eBay fees. So I'm pretty much ready to go here. The other thing is volume pricing. Offer a discount when buyers purchase more than 1 item at a time. I don't do that. Maybe you might want to consider doing that, but I do not. So I'm ready to go. As you can see, my fees are going to cost me absolutely nothing because I have an eBay store and I get a huge amount of free listings. So all I have to do now is click list item, which I would go ahead and do. But since I've already sold this item, I am just going to click Save as Draft. So there is what I hope was a very informative video for you, especially if you were a new seller on eBay. I hope you learned something. If you did, I hope that you consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. And do like me, the Refined Reseller. Buy low, sell high. Again, like this video and please subscribe, and I will see you next time.